Trinidad and Tobago ranked 5th for childhood overweight and obesity in a study of 10 Caribbean countries. This study, done by Kiran Rambaran of the Faculty of Medical Sciences, University of the West Indies, St. Augustine, goes on to say that Caribbean children's weight overall has been steadily increasing from 12% in 2001 to 51.5% in 2018. Paediatrician Dr. Ria Birbal has been keeping tabs on the rise in numbers and is appalled by the ravages of COVID-19 on children.
Because of the pandemic, a lot of children would have been, have a very sedentary sort of lifestyle. They weren't able to go out, they weren't able to move around, and because of that, they have been dependent on things like television and video games. And even now that the pandemic restrictions have been lifted, we are still seeing the same thing where children, they still, because they've been so hooked and addicted to these things, they prefer to sit, inside after school, play video games, be on the computer, be on the TV, and not really go out there and, run in the savannah, play football, or do any sort of outdoor activity at all.
In terms of solutions, the doctor says that parenting has a lot to do with it. Examples and inspiration should, she says, come from the parent.
Long ago where, mummies would be stay-at-home mummies and they would be around to, carry the kids out in the afternoon or take them out to play. I think now because parents are, so dependent on working, you have, 2 working parents, after school they come home, you have, homework, you have, to organize dinner, to prepare the household. It's a lot easier to just kind of leave the kids to do what they want than take them out and insist that they go play outdoors.
She also says the sedentary lifestyle has led to children developing diseases they normally wouldn't.
Yes, children do suffer from it, particularly diabetes, hypertension, and hyperlipidemia. And we've been seeing, a lot more of this in children than we have been seeing in the last, 5 to 10 years.
The problem, she says, goes beyond the physical into their psyches, so that instead of play, song and dance, they face the rock-hard wall of depression.
They do have a lot of psychological problems, things like anxiety, things like depression, bullying, for example. So a lot of these children, especially because they're obese and overweight, they can be bullied in school, that in itself can lead to depression. We've been seeing children who, have been self-harming as well.
Dr. Birbal has a message for parents.
To the parents out there, make sure you encourage your children to be healthy, to eat healthy, so that they can grow up to be healthier adults.
Marie-Therese Bernard for Health Check.